Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at my YouTube channel and my blog. Today I have something a little bit different for you than my usual Friday Findings where I show you how to use different jewelry supplies. Today I'm going to give you a tour of my studio. So we'll start here at the window of my studio. I'm filming this in February of 2016. And last year, in February of 2015, that fence was filled nearly to the top with snow. I'm so happy not to see that today. Here's my wonderful iron, my steam generator iron. And the ironing board is covered with blankies because the cats often hang out with me here. In fact, they get quite put out when I actually have to iron something. Here are my two trusty sewing machines, my sewing machine and my serger. I haven't been doing a lot of sewing lately, so I keep them covered just to keep them dust-free. And then the pile of books is just some books I'm working through. Pictures of my kids when they were little. Some organizing. My laptop goes here when I'm not sewing. If I'm sewing, then it has to go elsewhere. Over here is a lot of my bead storage. I store just about every material in my studio by color. So blues, purples, because that's how I look for them. And then up above the sewing machines, I've got a bunch of scrapbooking paper and my cabinets. We got these on Craigslist. My husband painted them and added the crown molding. I've got some thread stored over here, see, all by color. And then these are just specialty ones. And then down here I have these wonderful pull-out drawers. Actually, I picked one up at Costco one day when they had them. Came home, filled up one, hopped in my car and drove back and got the second one. Now this is the best thing ever. This is my magnifying lamp, and so much of my work I could not do without it. It is just the most wonderful thing. Magnifies things, makes the light great. But this is my work table. It's actually an old kitchen table that we bought when we were first married, oh, so many years ago. And then that 6-box organizer, I think I found at Job Lot. My husband added a couple of the smaller shelves for me. And then there's my Tim Holtz Distress Ink storage. And for some decoration, one of my quilts, which was actually never finished, but I love the purple and green colors. And oh yeah, the border I added when we first moved into the house and I made the room my own. And also, of course, my sponged-on purple paint. The only room in the house the hubby will allow to be painted purple. So I'll go into some more detail about the organizers and things in another video. Over in this corner is kind of a cool organizer that I think I found at A.C. Moore. A couple of my dragon wall pieces. I've got a lot of crafting supplies hanging there. This piece, however, is my absolute favorite. This is the newest. This is a bookcase that my husband built for me. He's a custom cabinet maker, and so he built this to my exact specifications. Although it was his idea to add the crown molding, which I didn't think was necessary, but here's a picture I took of it before the crown. It does make a difference. It's the crowning touch. And what I love about this cabinet is that I can have everything organized, but it still looks beautiful. So I've got all these boxes that I got at Michael's, and they all have a different type of supply in them. And I'll go into more detail in that in another video. Over here I have magazines. They're just in organizers from IKEA that I covered with paper. This is probably the messiest bit. It's just some scrapbooking papers. And then on this wall I have some decorations, just some things that make me happy. Again, I'll tell you more about them in another video. CDs, although we don't get much of our music on CD anymore. A whole assortment of my dragons that I made in 2015, one every week. And this pile of quilts and garments that needs to be addressed. So that kind of gives you an overview of my creative space. I like it to look beautiful, but be organized. And I like to have creative things that either I made or somebody else made all around me. So I hope you've enjoyed this craft room studio tour. I'll give you some more detail in another video. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. If there's something you'd like to see in one of my videos, please be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you have in mind. I'll see what I can do. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and a share, and check out the other 2 videos up on the screen. You can follow my creative doings on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating. Bye-bye.